to a young Filipina-American here on Kababayan Today. Gabrielle Current was one of the beautiful princesses of the court for the recent Tournament of Roses. So here on the show, Gabrielle, we always want to highlight the best of our Filipino community, and you are representing who we are to the rest of the world. Now, talk to me about the experience of being part of the court. Obviously, there were a lot of steps to be chosen, right? And you talked about that. But what about the actual day itself? Let's talk about January 1st. How was your day? Well, what time did your day start? And how was it like? Talk to us about the entire day of events that happened for you.
Okay, so it all started at 2:30 a.m. on January 1st.
2:30 in the morning?
Yes, so
wow.
I had to get a lot of sleep on New Year's Eve, slept through the countdown, but it was well worth it because we had a full day planned. So we got picked up at 2:30 in the morning, went straight to the salon to get our beautiful updos and our makeup. And then we went back to the Wrigley Mansion, which is the Tournament of Roses house on Pasadena. And
talk to us about that mansion. I've heard of it, but I've never been inside. What is there to see?
It's beautiful. So you walk in, you can just right when you walk in feel how historic it is, and it's full of tradition. But what's so special about it is that the Queen in Court has its special room, which is called the Queen's Room, and that's pretty much where the girls and I can go in between events and de-wind and hang out and just relax on the couches, get ready for our next appearance, and it's really a special place for us. So upstairs there's a conference room, a president's room, a beautiful grand marshal room, and it's just filled with history. It's very beautiful.
Wonderful. Okay, so after you guys got all glammed up, you went back to the mansion, and then at what point in time did you guys start lining up to start the parade?
So I think it was about 7 o'clock that we went outside and we had a couple of interviews. We watched the flags go up, and it was a beautiful ceremony, and then we were able to finally load on our float, and that's when our family was there taking pictures of us. It was a really emotional time. We were all so excited, couldn't believe where we were sitting, and we had a couple of not really fans, but admirers of us come and take pictures. So it was a really beautiful moment, and I remember the girls and I were all overcome with emotion. We started tearing up. It was a beautiful time.
Okay, so once the procession started and you were waving to all the people that were watching you, not only live there in Pasadena, but all over the world.
Yes.
What was going through your head?
I was just focusing on smiling, and I just couldn't believe where I was. I had to pinch myself a couple of times, especially right when we turned the corner onto Colorado Boulevard. That's where our family was, that's where all of the TV cameras were and everything. And right when you turned that corner, you could see the hundreds of thousands of people watching and who camped out overnight and who were on the grandstand. So it was such an incredible moment that I don't think I'll ever forget.
Well, I was there in Pasadena to watch, and it was a cold day.
Yes.
And a lot of people were out in the cold just to see all the floats and you.
Right.
Yeah, so my goodness, this is definitely a moment you will remember for the rest of your life.
Yes.
What is your advice for people that would want to join, for the people that are watching who aspire to be where you are? What advice could you give girls out there?
Right. I would say to always believe in yourself and in your dreams. And, you know, I never thought that I would be sitting here today as a Tournament of Roses princess, but I think the biggest thing that helped me along the way would to be trust in God and His timing is the biggest thing. You know, everything happens for a reason, and I always say that whatever that reason is, it's beautiful regardless, whether it's the decision you want or not, and to always ask God to know the desires of your heart and to hopefully make them come true. And I think if you really truly believe, then anything is possible.
That is so beautifully well said. Gabrielle, I know you made a lot of friends with the rest of the princesses. Talk to us about the camaraderie and the friendships that you've made for life.
Right, so we really are sisters. Right from the beginning we kept saying, oh, we're so excited to have 6 new sisters, and in the beginning it was crazy because we've never met the girls before. I've only knew a couple of the girls on court, so everyone was pretty new to me. But, you know, we spend so much time with each other. Almost every single day we have an event, whether it's one event or 6. And so just spending so much time with each other, really getting to know each other's interests and backgrounds, I think that just made everything so much better. And we really are so close. When we're not doing a rose court appearance, we're hanging out with each other, and we choose to do that. So everyone is so sweet, and I think that just really goes to show that when 6 girls come together, it really is a beautiful experience.
So moving forward with the rest of your year, do you still have any commitments as part of your reign as a princess of the court?
Yes, so we do have a couple more events, and then right after February the princesses are done, but the queen will travel throughout America and go to a couple states and go to a couple of more parades and represent Pasadena. And then in September of this year, later on this year, we'll come back and help with the choosing of next year's court.
Wonderful. All right, when we return, I want to talk to you about that beautiful necklace you're wearing. Right here on Kababayan Today, we're getting to know Gabrielle Current. Don't go away.